things first. We are making some brownies, aren't we, boys? So these are minimalist bakers, vegan and gluten-free brownies. Hello, young man. Yes, this is vanilla. So what we're gonna do is we're making these brownies. Okay, turn the oven on to 350 degrees. We did that. Next, grease a 12-slot muffin pan. Oh, he did? Well, sometimes you gotta share your toys. Why not? Okay, so we're greasing the muffin tin. Isn't this fun? We're making brownies. Do you love strawberries?
Yeah. These are blueberries.
And blueberries? What about brownies?
Sort of.
Sort of. Guys, do I need to hold Hank while we make the brownies? Well, maybe in a second, okay? So, what we do first, what do we do first? I've lost track. Shoot, let's start again.
Yeah.
1, 2. We're gonna use make a flaxseed egg, a flax egg, if you will. So we just take 2 heaping tablespoons of flaxseed meal.
This is Jackie.
1, 2. I'm gonna stir it around like this.
Look.
I think it even says to put it in the blender. So we're just gonna go ahead, use my big muscly woman arms, and sure. Yeah, you try. Let's get these beans in there, okay? Can you help me? Say, get in there, beans.
Yeah, green.
And then we need some oil. 3 tablespoons of coconut oil, okay?
What?
3 tablespoons of coconut oil?
No way.
Oh, yes, way. 1, 2, 3. I'm microwaving. Let's just get that oil in there. And again, we're just going to use that extra coconut as a moisturizer. Oh, a little bit of self-care. I want to put on some lipstick. They're playing Toward Blue Rodeo. Okay, what's next? Cocoa powder.
That's too much.
Is it? No, it's perfect.
What?
We need 1/4 teaspoon of salt.
Oh, no. Sea salt?
Yeah, which just means it's from the ocean.
I'll help.
Just like a mermaid. Can you dump that in? Birdie, what is
It
it?
smells like rice.
Like rice? Now we're going to do a teaspoon of pure vanilla. / artificial vanilla. We've already gone through this. I just don't care. Ready?
Vanilla.
And get it in there, Gus. Now we need 1/2 cup of sugar. So, you know what? Do we have regular sugar in the cupboard? No. Can we get to a store right now?
No.
It's like sugar. So pretend it's sugar. But this is sugar. It's 1/2 cup of sugar, okay? Good job. Oh, and 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. Do we have that? Here, keep stirring, okay?
Okay, Mom.
I'll check on the baking powder.
Yeah.
I found some.
Okay, good.
Great. Okay, mister. Get that in there, okay?
Okay.
Good job. So, I'm gonna blend this. Okay, we ready?
Yes,
Go.
sir.
Okay, it looks like brownies. Oh my God. I mean, it looks like it blended. Okay. Woo! Who wants to be a wolf?
I do.
Ow!
Now,
Wow.
what?
You know, why don't we always just do Jennytown episodes in the kitchen?
I don't know.
Because this is a kitchen that it's mine. Okay.
It's not all yours, Mom.
The kitchen? ours?
Yeah, it's all ours.
It's ours. We share it. Getting it all out. Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we are now. Oh,
What do you think?
Jenny. Me.
All right, now we're going to put these on top, okay?
I
You're going to help me decorate them.
want
Yeah.
two,
You can put as many as you want.
three.
Just go for it.
And that's all of them.
Yeah, that's it.
No, all chips are gone.
And that, my friends, is how you make a brownie. Vegan, gluten-free brownies by Minimalist Baker. What's next, Gus? Do you know that there's going to be an interview with Uncle Daniel about Station 11? About the TV show that Daniel made? That Uncle Daniel made?
What is it?
Station 11!
What, maybe?
Because Uncle Daniel is a... Uncle Daniel is a... Uncle Daniel is a... cinematographer.
No, cinematographers.
Welcome to Jennytown.
Is this Jennytown?
Yes, I'm making a Valentine's Day episode.
Oh, would this be part of it?
Absolutely.
I can't believe this is going to be on Jennytown.
So welcome to Jennytown.
Thank you.
So to all who are not yet fully aware, you are my brother, Daniel Roy Francis Grant. You were born on May 24th, 1982. At this point, I was approximately 21 months old. And I was told that when you were born, that I pretended to give you a gift like this. Do you want to have a teddy bear, little baby? And then I gave it to you. And then when no one was looking, I slapped you.
Yeah, I've heard those stories too.
Because I was so jealous because I was so used to having the attention on me. Like I didn't know. One of the reasons I wanted to have you on here is because you are a famous cinematographer. And you've done lots of cool stuff. It seems like you have a little bit of a sensibilité towards the apocalyptic, it might seem. And this is highly featured in your new show that you shot as a cinematographer, Station 11. Okay, can you just get a little synopsis about Station 11?
The show is about a pandemic that happens where like 99% of the world's population dies in like a couple of days, which sounds very grim, but the show's not really about that. It's about everything before and after. And it doesn't actually depict very much of the actual kind of pandemic. So I think that's a little bit of a barrier for some people. They're kind of like, why would I want to watch a show of the pandemic right now? But it's actually a very beautiful, kind of optimistic show. The themes that stick out to me are after the world has experienced like catastrophe, how does it rebuild itself? And what are the things that you want to take from the past? What are the things you want to leave in the past, like take forward into a new future, which to me is like very, very relevant in our world today. And it's also about like, you know, how art can be a source of healing and a source of healing trauma. And because it's, when it jumps back and forth in time, in year 20, it basically follows this group of Shakespearean actors who are traveling through the landscape performing Shakespeare to kind of the communities that are, you know, these small kind of communities that have developed kind of post-pandemic.
What is cinematography? What is it?
It's kind of like you're basically responsible for how the show looks.
Yes.
So all the photographic aspects. So it's like the lighting, the way, you know, you collaborate with also different people for the different aspects. Like you collaborate with the director on where the camera goes and the composition, how it moves, and collaborate with the art department on color palette and stuff like that. And so it's kind of like, it encompasses a lot of different areas, but it's basically like how the project looks.
You seem very smart. Were you raised by smart people?
Yeah, I really was raised by smart people.
Now, have you ever cried on set?
On set, it does feel like a great privilege at times, like when, especially if you're operating, like usually I'm also operating the camera, so you're standing a few feet away.
Mm-hmm.
And when an actor is giving a really, profound performance, it's really moving. Like you feel kind of like you're the first audience almost. I mean, that's not really. There's like 100 people watching it on set, like everyone has their own monitor. But sometimes you feel that way when you're, especially if you're if it's like if I'm holding the camera in my hands and I'm standing right there. It can be really amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It can be really amazing.
Mackenzie Davis is the leading lady, as we will say, but that's not probably how you say it. Actor. Was she great?
She was great.
Yeah.
She did a lot of knitting.
Really?
Usually most people, when they're not doing anything, like on a film set, like 95% of people are sitting and they're on their phones.
Oh, and she was just knitting?
She would just be knitting, which I think is really...
We just love her so much.
The weird thing about making a show in the pandemic is that everyone's face is covered, right? Yeah. So like everyone you're on set with, like you go like months and months without seeing the like lower half of people's faces.
Yeah.
Because there's like 150 people on set or something. And so the actors are the only people who have their faces uncovered, like because they're on camera. So I can't remember what was happening. For some reason, I had to take my mask off, and she was like, "Whoa, that's what you look like." Because it's really weird. Like
that's
you
so
dealt
weird.
this idea of what somebody looks like. So then we started doing this thing called facial reveal Thursdays, where everybody, we would only do it when we were outside, and this was Mackenzie's idea. So every Thursday, we would pick somebody to come out in the middle of the crew, and we all stand back, and then they would like reveal their face. And then they would pick someone else, and we'd see a few faces. But it was like just so amazing because you get actually like you develop these, it's almost like a family. It is very much like a family dynamic on set because it's just a very complex sort of works and social dynamic.
Yeah.
And so you become like really close to people, and like some of these people, it goes for, you go for months and you have not actually seen their face. And so it would be really mind blowing, like a weird kind of like cognitive dissonance to be like, but also so magical. To be like, wow, that's what your face looks like. So that was cool. Yeah.
That's so cool.
You feel like you're part of something that's bigger than yourself. You're not, when you're there, when you're working with really great people, it's like you kind of just want to, you just want to be a good team member. Like we were saying before, so much of it is about amplifying people's voices. And, like a perfect example is like Dennis Goulet, who directed Night Raiders, is just like, that is somebody who I think everyone should hear that voice. Mm-hmm. So to be able to be a part of that and kind of just, be some part of that and just kind of like, amplifying that a bit or finding my own way to kind of just help with that. It's really satisfying.
Well, you're doing a good job following your passion, just like Mom told us to do.
Thank you.
I got this tattoo, these 3 little dots, and it's me and you and Mom.
Yeah.
That's my favorite tattoo.
I might get that tattoo.
Oh my God.
Well, maybe.
Well, thank you for being on Jennytown.
It's my pleasure.
What a delight. Good luck with supper tonight. Please come back to Jennytown anytime.
I will. Thank you.
Great. Love you.
See you soon. Love you too.
Bye.
Oh, hey, Jen. It's so good to see you. How you been doing lately?
Matt, I'm good. I had COVID. I'm fine. So, Matt, I feel really good. I just had like a little bit of COVID, but like totally fine. So, just like really, really good right now. Just like feeling really safe.
Well, I'm so glad to hear that, Jen. And I'm so glad to see you because I've been having this strange reoccurring dream lately, and I wanted to see if you had any insight for me on it. I think it's an appropriate one for this Valentine's Day episode because I think it's a love dream, but I'll let you be the judge. Anyway, so the dream is, I'm at Zeller's and I'm doing some shopping and I'm just buying these snacks and, new sweatpants, things like that. And I'm going through the checkout and the cashier starts chatting me up and we're kind of hitting it off, good vibes. And she asks me if she can set me up on a blind date with a friend of hers. And I'm kind of like, that's a little bit weird. I wouldn't normally do something like that. And like, I have a girlfriend. But I'm like, fuck it. Let's give it a shot. And so I text with the person and we set it up. And I show up at the restaurant and it's Zeddy, the Zeller's mascot. And I'm kind of like, whoa, this is strange, but... I'm gonna roll with the punches and I sit down and it's just all off. Like we're just not on the same page at all. And he's like mansplaining all these Zeller's sales to me. And it's just a total nightmare date. So I'm like, I gotta get out of here. And I'm trying to get out of the date and he just freaks out on me and he says, Dan Ledwell will never love you. And that's where I wake up every night. What do you think that means?
Well, Zeddy is like really soft and fluffy, except for there was like some violence around Zeddy when he was first out. There was like, or was that the Oopsie Daisy doll? I didn't have a Zeddy, but my cousins did, and so like I love Zellers, but like I'm into slow fashion, so like I also, but this is new, but it's like on sale. Happy Valentine's. I'm also feeling like I need a bit of a fresh look for Valentine's Day, so we're gonna check in with Zamani. Hit it, girl.
Hey, it's Zamani, and today I'm coming at you with a Valentine's Day makeup glam. I hope you all enjoyed this one, so let's just get into it. First, we're gonna do our eyes, and we're gonna use lipstick actually for our eyeshadow. And the reason for this is that using liquid lipstick actually gives it a really unique and glossy kind of finish on our eyes, which is something you can't really get from an eyeshadow. Then I just went in with a plum colored lipstick for the liner of my lips because we're going to do an ombre look on our lips. Back in with that red in the center of the lips. It looks very cool, keeping that red motif going. It's kind of fierce. It's not too cute. It's cute, but it's like hot, you know what I mean? So now we're going to blend out that liquid lipstick that we put on our eyes earlier and give us a sheer and sparkly look on our eyes. Boom, just like that. And then we're gonna take a cream blush, and I got this one from Glossier. I've been totally converted to liquid blushes now. I'm done away with the powder. Then we can fill in our eyebrows. Use whatever you desire. There are many different ways to do our eyebrows, whatever works best for you, of course. And then we're gonna curl our beautiful, luscious, voluminous lashes, which we will be batting all night long on Valentine's Day. And of course, go in with some mascara, lengthen them, and just add to the alluring effect. And that's gonna finish our look. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. It's like a really, really, really quick makeup. You can do it in like 5 minutes and you're out the door ready for your Valentine's Day date. Enjoy. Happy Valentine's Day. Peace and love.
Let's check in with Deborah Young. She's a psychic astrologer. I've known her since I was 21, which was like a couple years ago, / 20 years ago. What? I look so fresh.
Hi there, Deborah Young, astrologer and author, here today to share with you the secret of love. First of all, fall in love with your nose, your toes, your neighbor's cat, your friend's trees, decorate yourself, listen to more music and dance. It's time to let your heart light shine. We've all walked down this cold, stony passage. We need more heart warmth. Now, oftentimes when people are talking about relationships with me, they'll say, oh, I'm the Virgo, should I be with a Sagittarius? And I try not to roll my eyes. It is a consideration. However, there's many other considerations. One of the key ones is the planet Venus. She is our inner love goddess. Her capacity to love and create beauty is boundless. We're all born with Venus somewhere. When people ask me, will I ever find love? I'll say, you are love. You are love. Nothing can take that away from you. The planet Mars, it rules sexual passion. And of course, that's very, very important in any relationship. I hope they play in the same team in your particular chart. Now, I have a confession to make. I've never been a big fan of Valentine's Day. I thought, it's a marketing thing, it's a ploy. And then I realized it does happen in Aquarius season, and Aquarius rules friendships. Now, friendship is one of the most key, most important things in any relationship, or so my partner tells me. So we have the sun in Aquarius saying we have to be friends with ourselves, friends with our others and our lovers. Now, this Valentine's Day, it's going to be almost a full moon. The moon will be shining for most of the day in the sign of Leo, the lioness, who shines her light on our playful energy, our child heart, the heart that was fearless in terms of loving, generously, recklessly, just loving. And it relates back to our kind of creative, again, child heart. So it's a full moon. It'll shine or illuminate your heart as well. Like, what is it that your heart wants? And so forth. The another consideration is the planet Venus and Mars. Once a year, they make a rendezvous. They connect. They meet up. The cosmic lovers of the heavens get together once a year. This year, and it can happen at any time of the year. This year, it's happening on Valentine's Day. And that's quite amazing. It could have happened in November, it could have happened in May, whenever, but it's going to be happening on Valentine's Day. And because Venus is moving a little bit slower, the impact will be that much more impactful. If you're in a relationship, time to power up the heart more, the passion more. If you're not in a relationship, take this as a sign that it's time to kind of break open, break free, and to really express that heart and passion energy. Don't be fearful, be brave. We have the Leo moon telling us to be brave and playful. Take good care and happy Love Day. Bye now.
And what is Valentine's without friendship? And if this is your big friendship for the night, hello, and thank you. Some messages from some friends. And here are some messages from some friends. And here are some messages from some friends. Bird, I said I would get the messages in as quickly as I can. It's really challenging to just try to be like a mother and a good person and get these messages organized. And put together like a small pretend TV show. It's like so much.
Happy Valentine's Day. Hope you get lots of smooches. Smooches are good.
Hello, all you Jennytown viewers out there. It is Fortunate Ones coming to you from St. John's, Newfoundland, directly below our beautiful Jen Grant custom painting.
We miss you so much. We love you. Happy Valentine's.
Happy Valentine's. We love you.
Hey, Jennytown. It's Jill Barber here on the West Coast, sending so much love right across the country to you, Jenny, Danny, and kids, and to every single one of your viewers in between. Lots of love.
Happy Valentine's Day. We love you. And we love each other.
Want to give happy Valentine's Day to Julia. Love ya. And shout out to Jennytown. Much love, y'all.
Happy Valentine's Day. May the entirety of available love in the universe land upon you today.
Happy Valentine's Day, Jennytown fans and friends. We are making, can you see this? Oh, don't know how this is gonna be. Heart pancakes.
What up, good people? It's I here. Life is filled with so much uncertainty. So on this special Valentine's Day, I challenge you to give your whole heart to everything and everybody. Stay good.
Break it up, shake it up, make it up, baby. Happy, scrappy Valentine's Day.
Now, if you had a great time and you're feeling good, that's great. If you're feeling like a bit down or weird or whatever, I got you. If you're feeling a bit crazy, then this next one's for you. I love you. Crazy, I'm crazy for feeling so lonely. I'm crazy, crazy for feeling so blue. I know you'd love me as long as you wanted. And then someday you leave me for somebody new. Why do I let myself worry? Crazy for thinking that my love could hold you. I'm crazy for trying and crazy for crying, and I'm crazy for loving you. Olive,
Yeah?
who gave you those flowers?
What?
Who gave you those flowers?
Jen and Danny.
No.
Gus.
Okay, so can you guys just say Happy Valentine's Day?
Happy Valentine's Day!
Jennytown, yeah, 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 it's Jennytown, yeah, yeah. Whether you're 1 or 2 or 3 or him or they or she, we care. You know you're welcome here, yeah, in Jennytown, yeah, 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 in Jennytown. You're free to be you, so take off your shoes, sit on the floor. It's time to get down, just like it's rock and roll, yeah, in Jennytown. It's Jennytown.